Hey, I'm Duke on Twitch. If you want to support the channel and greensunzenith.com, you can find my Patreon, merch store, and singles store where you can buy singles through TCG Player or Card Hoarder in the video description. If you want to get in contact, you can also find all that info in the description below for things like donation deck lists or just wanting to reach out. Alright, let's get right into it. Hey team, welcome back to Dukes on Twitch. Back again with Saga Depths with a small change. I'm going to try out the Loams in the main deck, a trophy in the board, and an extra sudden edict. So let's export this. We're playing 1.7. Let's update Cupboard Live and get into it. You're also 0, 0. Hope you're all well. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright. Nice. Updated. Cool. Thanks for sticking around for the first one. Damn, always tough. Always tough to miss out, but just got to tighten up my game. Play a little bit better. Maybe just, yeah, like the instinct was there in game one as well with the basic to hold up the crop. And maybe my thought was to keep that. This is a great hand. Like it's a mulligan to 6 with a Shadow Spit. We have turn 1 interaction, turn 2 combo. I'm also happy to lead on the Thoughtseize here. No, I'm going to lead on the Inquisition, actually. I'm going to see what they have at the low end. Yeah, okay, so they have double force. That's going to be okay. Do I care about the ending? I think I do. I think this means I'm going to lead on the Bob next turn. And make them ending. Too kind. Gameplay. There we go. Thank you very much. They currently have 2 lands. I could take the Ponder. But I like, yeah, making them have to have an out for the Bob is quite nice. Main deck Verdict's definitely interesting. They chose to not shuffle. Second Bob's also pretty decent. No Swords to Plowshares is big. Brainstorm, okay. A land next turn is huge because then we can go Thoughtseize into Bob. If this one gets removed. Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. Thoughtseize first. Double force. I think it's just the Verdict here. That kind of makes them have to force the other Bob, which is quite nice. Force Pitch Force, nice. They have 2 cards left, Timeless Dragon, Narset. They find swords. Okay. Now they get to Timeless Dragon, find a land. That is fine. They have 1 card, it's Narset. So now we actually get to go... we have a few options. We could Needle Narset. We could also just Thoughtseize away the Narset. We know about the Timeless Dragon, which is most likely coming back to get through. So is there a way to play around that? I guess yes. Yes. So Shadow Spear gets through the Timeless Dragon, so I kind of want them to put all their mana into the dragon. Yeah, so I think we go play Saga. Thoughtseize away the Narset. And now we get to play Hexmage. I guess we could just play Shadow Spear here as well. But I kind of want them to play the... I guess I could also Needle the Prismatic Ending, which they can tap for mana, but it means they can't shuffle. Like if they draw a Brainstorm. But if they Brainstorm, they draw 3, put back 2, so not that great either. Big question is, do I want to actually do something this turn on it? I don't think I do want to do anything. Plow would be pretty good for them. We'll see if they flash back the dragon. They do. That's fine. Nice. They're at 16, so they actually... oh! This is still okay. This is still okay. I didn't factor in that we lose a land, but that's all good. Because this is just 1 to play, and then 2 to equip, and then we swing over, which is nice. Oof. Nearly. Nearly. Alright, that was nice to grab. Sudden Edict should read, target player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. I just want to put that out there. Chokes. It's probably it, to be fair. I don't mind dropping Aloam. As good as Shadow Spear was there, I don't think it's relevant otherwise. Ghost Court is probably good if they're playing Karakas. Sejuri Step is nice. Bog's nice, especially with Timeless Dragon. Boseiju can be relevant. Destroy target, yeah, especially for like back to basics. I actually don't mind that. Just a nice little touch of +2, -2. I could see like the trophy is just like a catch-all potentially. To the Slaughter would be sweet. I do like that. I remember there was a few Japanese players who played around with To the Slaughter. This is an interesting hand because it doesn't actually have colored mana, which I don't think is great. I would much rather keep a hand that doesn't have the combo and allows me to draw into hand disruption that's live. This isn't, so happy to mulligan once. This is better. I'm actually going to bottom the Mox Diamond here. But the Mox is interesting with the Saga, because it allows me to power out a turn 2 Saga token. We also have like Urborg Stage Crop. Crop's pretty cool because you can crop away the Saga when it's about to leave the battlefield anyway. So if the crop gets countered, you're not really getting 2 for 1 because your Saga's getting a thing out of the deck anyway. I kind of like the Boseiju here, so I think this is actually a tough one. Like, Prismatic Ending is a thing, so maybe Prismatic Ending is the reason to drop the Mox Diamond. Because right now we don't have a great way to get back from the card disadvantage. Yeah. Tough. Tundra Pass. Okay. That's kind of cool, but I'm not really in a position to go for it. I also kind of want to play the Hex Mage into a Planeswalker, so I'm not going to do anything here. Because I don't want to run it into a Swords to Plowshares. Mountain. Okay. Yeah, I think it's just Saga here. Saga into Hexmage, hold up crop. Force. Okay. Do I want to change anything? I draw one card. I don't mind getting Dark Depths here. It's actually a pretty nice draw. Because now the Saga can go and find map, which can find stage. But yeah, these are tough. This is where the Naya version comes in a lot better, because I think the Naya version has a lot more game against this deck. The hand disruption helps, but having those blast effects is just so strong. Interesting. Oh, we drew the map, of course. Okay, so let's Needle's interesting. Can I needle Timeless Dragon? It's an activated ability? Maybe not. I mean, I can needle Timeless Dragon. The question is, does it do anything? It has a colon? Okay, cool. I actually should have brought in the artifact card that hits the... I will get Narset off the field as well. I should have brought in the relic. Even Verdict isn't too bad here. They take out the map. Okay. Oh, Choke? That's kind of nice. I'd probably rather just create another creature, though. Get that damage going. I'm just going to get a Mox and destroy it. Just to put it in the bin, get it out of the deck. Wow. See, I expected something. Okay. Well, now we have the choke, which is kind of cool. I believe they have a Force of Will though, but at least it's not hitting the Dark Confidant, which is nice. Hey Jerry, too kind. I feel for you though. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one being out of coffee, but it happens to the best of us. I just want to see a little bit more from the deck, see what hate they bring in. This game's going to be pretty hard to get back out of, but can always hope. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. That's a good episode. All right. I will bring in the trophy. I will bring in the Soul Guide. I don't mind going down on Moxen in this matchup, especially with Teferi bounce. That can be quite awkward. But that's probably the only changes. No black mana, which is huge here. A one-lander, pretty much. No. Alright. Seiju. Oh, but no green mana? Bottom. Bottom. Rough. a lot tougher. To fairy bounce? Jace bounce, I guess, as well. No black mana. I don't think it's worth thought seizing here. I'd rather just hold up the Reclaimer. We have the trophy to get rid of that, but that's it. Go and get our swamp. Go and get our forest. And that resolves. Yeah, now it has to be depths into trophy. That actually does nothing. Yeah, tough. Yeah, so Thespian Stage can become a basic, which is quite nice. They can just hardcast Force here, yeah. And then we take 4, take 4. Tough. Definitely not the start you want, but hopefully just getting it out of the way. No, I can't copy with Blood Moon out because it's just a mountain. So in response to Blood Moon, you have to copy a basic if you want to do that. And then Thespian Stage becomes the basic. That keeps the ability, but... yeah, so it would keep the ability, which is cool. Yeah, some pretty cool interactions with Blood Moon. Blood Moon's a tough one, because I don't think I'd bring in Force of Vigor in that sort of matchup, which is obviously a really nice way to deal with Moon, and maybe even get a free 20/20. But to have the Moon in double Force would mean that even if the Thoughtseize... yeah. Alright. On the play, which is nice. We can cast everything, which is nice. We also have Needle for Wasteland as well. Can also hold the Needle, just off the Verdant. Ancient Tomb. Hmm. I guess that's the reason to play the Mox Diamond. Ah, so close. Yikes. We only have Beseiju as an out for the Blood Moon, I believe. In the main deck? Yeah. Nothing? Did not expect that. Oh, there's Depths. Okay. It's gonna stop me? Okay. I'll take the other Trinisphere, I guess. Okay, that's actually quite nice. Because if needed, we can crop. I don't want to needle just yet either, because I'm not too sure I don't want to needle. I'm not sure which Planeswalkers they play and which they'll draw first, if any. I'm going to take this attack, and then next turn we can sack a land to go and get Sajiri Step, which gives the Elvish Reclaimer pro red and also makes it a 3/4, which is pretty sweet. Ah, second Blood Moon. I guess we can Beseiju and then loam it back, but it's getting difficult for sure. Alright, so here we get to go block. And then before damage... Oh, no, because of the Blood Moons, of course. Yeah. I guess we just get the Swamp. Because that actually turns on, like, Hex Mage as well. But... yeah, there's a world where the trade isn't great. Tough. The Blood Moons are just so good. I think I also just need the Sudden Edicts for Magus the Moon post board. Yeah, it's tough because I have seen the Jockle Hops versions that play like 3 different Chandras. Yeah, it's just gonna be game. Tough. I want the Forces. I want the Trophy. I want the Loams. I don't need the Caracas. I don't need the Ghost Quarter. I could see Saga coming out as well, going down to 26 lands. I do like this, the Plague Engineers. Ah, plays Blood Sun and Blood of Blood Moon. There we go. Nice, thank you. Very cool to know. Shadow Spear is actually quite nice if the game gets fair as well. It could just be a loam out. And a Thoughtseize. I think it might just be a little bit of the hand disruption. You're the local mono red guy? Nice, okay. This is definitely interesting. Double Mox is quite nice. But is it good enough? What's the plan here? Mox play stage? It's probably Mox pitch the Saga, just because of Blood Moon and Magus. Play Reclaimer, play land, pass. But then if we untap, we don't really... Yeah, no. Okay, turn 1 Bob. Nice. We can also pitch the Boseiju and then get it back with the Loam. So we'll bottom the map here. Golgari Rot Farm would be interesting. The bounce effect is kind of cool. Especially like not just to save things like Caracas or That's Been Stage if needed, but also to like get back Boseiju is kind of cool. Alright, opponent on 6. Swamp, Mox, Bog, Dark Confidant. Be kind of cool in like a Field of the Dead version, potentially. The imprinted Simian Spirit Guide. Okay. Sure. Charles on 0. Okay. Ooh. Hoo hoo hoo. Now I don't mind Reclaimer. Like, let's just do... Loan back Boseiju. I actually don't mind loaming here because we have the Hex Mage to try to find Dark Depths. We don't. I do want to loam it back. We hit nothing. Wow. It's kind of awkward. Because I really want to have 4 mana here, but I don't. I kind of need to go on defense a little bit with the Hex Mage, which is quite awkward. Because you really want to have a target in play that it can hit, so if they have some sort of removal spell. Yeah, like... Chalice on 1. That's fine. We couldn't get rid of the Magus anyway. I guess we have a turn to draw Assassin's Trophy. Because this is Artifact, Enchantment, on basic. Tough. Yeah, Magus are beating. Tough one. I actually really find that matchup really difficult on green-black. Especially with Fable, that token giving them a treasure on attack is just so huge. This is pretty sweet. Guess Duress takes out the Mox Diamond. I wouldn't say so, just because Magus only really fits in the one deck. Being mono red. So it's a little less open of a format for Magus than Modern is. Come on, bro. Come on. I just want to find a land. I'm not doing anything broken here. Maybe they're AFK. Which, hey, is a great time to plug my YouTube channel, which takes 2 seconds to go to and sub to, where you'll find content just like this. Oh. Capsula. Nothing. Oh, Capsula 1. Usually Omni, Sneak, Delver, Delver. Huh. Hey Mark, very cool to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope guitar's going well. Australia's pretty good. Pretty chilly at the moment, but we're coming into spring, which is really nice. So that's pretty cool. How is Europe? Sweden? Sweden, potentially? Yeah, I hope you're well, man. Cool to see you. I feel like this person has just had their pet run away. And they're getting their pet. That's the only thing I can think of. They're definitely not like a bot. They've got a lot of 5-0s to their name. Dislocated your shoulder a second time, getting surgery soon. Oof, man. How did you dislocate your shoulder? Hopefully at least it's a cool story. But dislocated shoulders are no joke. I dislocated mine back a little bit. You're in France? Very cool. Rugby World Cup is in France next year, which would be pretty awesome. You just play basketball? Tough. I assume you just fell awkwardly? This could be some sort of mirror. Ah, interesting. I did not expect this. A guy ran into it pretty hard? Tough. Honestly, I'm pretty happy to block here because it forces them to have a pump spell. And then I'm also just going to turn this Bayou into a Yavimaya growth so that next turn I just have the combo online. I could also go for Sajiri Step if I really wanted to. Okay. Alright. Well, we definitely want the Plagues. We definitely want the Suddens. I'm not too sure on the Forces. I can only assume they're playing Inkmoth. The Shadow Spear can definitely come out. We do have the Needle for Inkmoth as well, which is nice. Not a new account, no. It's always been Kaz Urban. Bobs are sweet, Hexmage, Plagues, and Suddens I really want. Caracas can come out. We can go down on lands for sure. Ghost Court is still pretty good. No way. Depths. Bog can come out. I'll stay on 27. It could be Loam. I think it's just a little bit too quick of a matchup for Loam. When's the last time you played Legacy, Mark? And how did you fare? Legacy's interesting. There's a lot of talk about Delver and how it's positioned, but I find otherwise the metagame is pretty healthy. There's a lot of top decks, which is nice. There's just a lot of people that play Delver because it's a great deck. So in a lot of the larger tournaments, you see a lot of Delver decks in the top 8. Not necessarily winning them all, but there's obviously a large percentage of players who move towards the deck, especially grinders, because of just how well the deck is on a consistency basis and also a power level basis. Yeah. Maybe there's a lot of talk about Delver is a bit of a... I don't mind this. Turn 1 Reclaimer. It's a little bit awkward not to have a second land straight up for the Edict, but a Mox Diamond off the top would be pretty huge. Opponent goes to 6 as well. Ignobled. This line also just turns on, I guess, Mox Diamond still to some extent. The Crusader would be pretty rough. Phyrexian Crusader? Alright. Saga's nice. And I guess we're just going to be edicting right now. Does this have trample? No. Oh, now it does. Cool. Maybe the trophy. Could see Bob just being a bit too slow. On the play, it's a bit better. Yeah. Okay. Double Reclaimer turn 1. Doesn't seem too bad. Or just turn 1 Reclaimer. Turn 2 Hex Mage. Turn 3 go for it. The question is double Reclaimer. I don't think we want a double Reclaimer here. I'd rather see what land we draw to see if we can pitch one to the Mox that isn't stage. Fatal Push. Okay. Another Mox isn't great. Okay. There's a target, which is nice. A land is really nice here. Just going to pass with Reclaimer open. I think that's better. Oh, no. 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 Oh, mistakes were made. That's a yikes. That's a yikes. No! Look, they didn't attack, so that's kind of nice of them. I also should have got Thespian Stage there, because Thespian Stage comes in tap, so we get to untap and then play a land, then we have 4 mana up to go for it. So that's just misplay there as well. Tough. Tough. We're just getting out the losses. We're just getting them out. We're racking them up now to take him out of the other leagues. It's how it works. And that's how it works. This is the strategy. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So... Tough. Too kind, Jerry. Too kind. Yeah, like a band-aid. Like a band-aid. But yeah, tough. I think Depths is a fantastic deck for leagues. Like it's not often you go less than 3-2. I would nearly argue less than 4-1 in leagues with the Depths deck. So 3 losses back to back to back is just yikes. One sec. Oof. Maverick. How is Maverick? Maverick is in a bit of a tough spot. I would say if you're going to play a green-white X deck competitively, Naya Depths right now, which is just pretty much green-white Depths with blast effects in the board, is the best choice. And if you're wanting like a toolbox creature deck, then you're probably looking at Death and Taxes right now as well, up there. Yeah, Mav's just... Mav's tough. I know that Mark is putting up some pretty good results with his versions, which are typically Naya versions, if not 4-color, which is really cool. Mark streams a lot as well, so that's very cool. But yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I do like the move towards Spirit of the Labyrinth in Maverick as a way to punish not just the blue decks, but an array of decks, being either combo, mid-range, Delver, and then Sylvan Library decks as well is quite nice. I think Maverick has to move in that way where you're not trading 1-for-1 on cards, you're putting cards in play that are going to interact with your opponent, but also need to be dealt with. So instead of Abrupt Decaying a Sylvan Library, it's nice to have... Oof. It's going to be just the Strix here. Yeah. Oh, they don't have black at the moment. I assume they put black on a fetch land on top. It doesn't really matter here. But I will make them fetch for the Strix at least. But yeah, Mav is oh, they actually brainstorm lock themselves. I guess they do have the Uro. Hexmage. So they have 5 cards in hand. They don't currently have removal up, so I think it is just going to be Bob. And then next turn, Wicked Saga. Yeah, I think that's fine. This means we're holding up Saga next turn, but I'm okay with that. The Saga also goes towards probably Map for Bog. If we could grab both Uros, that'd be pretty nice. If they didn't find a fetch land though, they probably found a Force. And without removal in hand, they're probably happy to force that? No? Okay. I think there's... Whoa, what just happened here? Did they just skip their whole turn? Huh. Well then. I don't mind running the Dark Confidant into Codal. Actually, no. I don't want to even put myself in that position. But that's a really big loss for my opponent to lose that one play. How is Planeswalker Stompy? I think that the best card for that deck has been Fable. And I'm trying to think of the full name. Fable of the Lost Passage? Lost Fable of the Passage? It's really strong, especially creating a token that when it attacks, you get a treasure. Just meaning that once you get to 3 mana, you then can start just generating those treasures to make sure you keep hitting your lines. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, that's it. Which is really, really strong. But it just has a lot of like hate cards that can take over the early game, and then to finish on the walkers is really strong. It's just got a lot more ways now to get to 3 mana quite quickly and stay at 3 mana or more. So you're not losing out on draws where... This is actually pretty interesting. Maybe I don't want to make a token here and just try to Thoughtseize my opponent. I'm going to get Map. Inquisition. Oh, it's a Lurin. Interesting. Okay. We're definitely taking the Allurin then. They don't have red mana at the moment. So I think we just take the Cavern Harpy and the Allurin. Get depths, play depths. I will attack. No blocks. Thoughtseize. Take that Allurin. Alright, so we know about these. Cool. This isn't supposed to be a burn, but I was going to say I haven't seen a Lurin on MTGO in a long time, but then I remembered I'm in the 03 bracket. And to be fair, like, it's not the power level of a Lurin that's the tough part. I think it's that you have to click so much with a Lurin that it's quite a tough card to play, or tough deck to play online. Pretty happy to take the other Uru there. Play Hex. That's fair, Graham. That is fair. I don't mind getting in with a Bob this turn. Pro Black. Attack with both. This puts them down. This will be Uro. So we still know about Recruiter and Force of Will in hand. Sorry, team. We're good to go. There we go. All right. No land is huge. We could find Besaju off the top. That'd be pretty sweet. Crop does nothing here because of the step. We do get to attack in though. They block with the bird. They then get an attack with the Uro, but we have the attack back as well. Do I need to hold up the crop here? That's the question. I don't mind it. Play another Bob. Ponder. Chose to not shuffle. Yeah, Rod Farm would have been pretty good here. Yeah, let's be honest. All right. I don't mind it. Strix, sure. I don't think there's a world where I want to like crop the Caracas away, so I'm just going to see what we draw. Bayou, Mox, Inquisition. Force. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 2 cards left. These flyers definitely add up. Sure. I wonder if they play Eternal Witness. Byron. Okay. Can't stop that. Ah. Okay. They have 1 card left. Do they attack with the Strix? They don't. That's fine. Crop this away. Go and get Dark Depths. Then we get to bog the Uro, which is pretty nice. Come on, loam. If we can loan back this step, I'd be very happy. Crop. Opponent's got one card in hand. Ghost Quarter. Oh, so close. Bug you. Just the one. I will play out the Hex Mage as well. And then also Mox, pitching the fetch. This just allows us to hold up the 2020 again, which is nice if really needed. Or Caracas if needed. Hey, Carlos, that's a great point. Yeah, even to keep the Baleful Strix there away from being Delirium for another Uro, or if they're playing Eternal Witness to get that back. That's a great point. Really nice catch. What's this gonna be? Green Suns. Okay, for Ice Fang. Alright. The grind is real. Very cool card. I know GM plays this in paper, I believe with a full Japanese version. Had the honor of playing against them at Eternal Masters this year in the interesting semifinals. Got thumped by Food Chain. Apologies, not Alluring. But it was a very nice run by them. Do I care? I don't think I do here. You do play Food Chain. Getting aggressive. Guess it makes sense. I don't mind getting rid of the Byron. Like Double Duck Confident at 10 life is a little bit more risky than I would like. See if they want to block the Bob here. No. Oh, we also have Crop Rotation for Urza's Saga. I should definitely think of that. Especially at end of draw step, because then I get 2 triggers for it. So I can make a dude straight away, which is really nice. How common is creme brulee in Australia? I'm not sure how to answer that question. I would say not that common. But I believe that creme brulee is a dessert. And I believe McDonald's actually just came out with a new product that is creme brulee. How often have you had it in the last year? I don't think I've ever had it, Mark. So I feel like I'm missing out. Okay. You've had it twice in the last 12 months? Okay, Grid GM's from Melbourne as well, so... What do we draw? I meant to stop at the draw step. Tough. Yeah, I meant to stop at my draw step so that I get a trigger and then a second trigger in my main phase so I can create a dude straight away. I haven't had creme brulee ice cream here. Nice. Nice. Alright. Saga. Alright, so let's go... Crop Rot Bog Away. Force, that's fine. Crop Rot, Forest Away, go and get Saga. We get a trigger. And then main phase 1, we get a second trigger, which is really cool. Now we can create a token straight away. Nice. Right. I don't mind the chokes. I don't mind Soul Guide. I like Shadow Spear. I like Shadow Spear a lot. And to be fair, Shadow Spear should have been my reason to go for Saga early on to get that trample. The Moxen can most likely be dropped. I don't mind the Plagues either. And the Forces. Ghost Quarter can come out. I don't mind dropping one Loam. What is Lantern doing? Lantern's mainly for Uro, but also just a card to get off Saga. That could potentially be a draw. Inquisition, Thoughtseize. Crop. Step still strong, Besage is still strong, Bog still strong, Crack is still strong. Could just be a Reclaimer, to be fair. Just want to make my land drops. Like 3 lands, Hand Disruption, Creature, and then any 2 spells or lands. No. That... Yes! I really, really want to... It's pretty awkward, but I don't really want to go to 5. What dessert do you eat in Australia? Ice cream's big. Ice cream's probably like the go-to. Yeah, like... That's actually a pretty tough one. Green Suns is fine. Deep fried spiders. Oof. Great draw. Strix. Affogato. Affogato is pretty cool. Affogato is just like coffee, but with a scoop of ice cream, I believe. Or is it a shot of espresso with ice cream? What flavors are popular? Oof. I don't know these questions. I don't know these answers. Like, obviously chocolate vanilla, but that's a really tough one. I would say coffee's like a big thing in Australia, for sure. I would say Australia's got the best coffee. They drew force. Are you pretending to be human? What do I usually do for dessert? I don't mind like fruit salad. Or like a Milo, which is kind of like a chocolate drink. Milo's pretty good. I usually have a coffee, which isn't great, but I'm usually a big like iced latte fan. Don't draw by you. Okay. It's actually kind of cool. Will they fight? They don't. Coffee is love. Coffee is very much love. They don't use the Abrupt Decay either. Ooh. So we still know they have Force of Will. We know about these two. There's two unknowns. So honestly, I could try to crop here just to bait. Or I could try to keep the crop for Sajiri Step. I don't mind that, actually. Unless they, like, Thoughtseize or Inquisition in response. Reclaim is pretty huge. I'm going to play it post-combat, though. I guess they have the decay for it, but still one less card. Unless I want to hold... Yeah, no, I think this is fine. Reclaim it, then Depths. But I could hold up the crop. I'm just not sure what I'm holding up the crop for. Apologies, Salty. That's very true. Hey, Bookish Matt. Welcome. Hope you're well. How's work going? Hope everything in SEO Amtrak land is fine. No, actually, you got a new job. I've been out of it. Apologies. So I hope you're doing well. Still at Amtrak? Okay, cool. Nice. And doing great. Nice. Very cool. Sounds like your career's on track. Alright. There's better jokes there, but it's coming up to midnight, so bad tush, yeah. Still know about Force, but I'm pretty happy to check here. Amtrak jokes. It's pretty good. Force pitch. Interesting. That is part of the combo. Whale Wolf? No, it's not. Is it? Whale Wolf. Interesting. I never picked up on that. Science has gone too far. Depths is pretty sweet. Okay. I guess just in case of sudden edict, I'm just going to make this token now and then just 6 both turns. And then we have Shadow Spear next turn, which gets through any sort of blocker. So it has to be a bounce spell here. And if they have a bounce spell, then we just have Expedition Map go and find Stage, which is nice. They tapped off the black there though, so I feel like they weren't trying to draw into Sudden Edict, so maybe they don't play it. We can also make another token here, which is nice. And then we have the land in hand, plus the Dark Depths left over with Urborg. Oh, okay. Nice. Shadow Spear. Land. Equip. Nice. All right, we're on the board, which is nice. Look, we can finish this out on a high, and we can start the weekend with a little bit of luck. So we'll see how it goes. But hey, a big thank you to you for watching. Hope you're all doing well. For those who haven't caught me before, I'm Dukes on Twitch. Usually stream pretty fair decks. It is the Bob Challenge. So this is number 3, which is pretty tough. We've gone 4-1, 4-1. Hey Kai. So I think we might try Loam next. Loam would be pretty cool. And then go from there. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough to move away from Depths. It's just a really enjoyable deck to play. So the challenge is from a viewer, that Maverick Joe, who put up the challenge of 5-0ing with a Dark Confidant list within 5 leagues, and if I can trophy, then they're happy to donate $300, which is very cool. So I'm trying to do it with either a Depths, a Maverick, or a Loam deck, and I've only tried it with Depths so far, but I have 2 more goes after this. It's a pretty sweet hand. I'll keep this and probably just bottom the swamp. Nice. This is currently black-green, correct? Verdant. Dead Guy would be cool. Mark, if you got a list, I'd be very happy to play it. I'm happy to Mox into this Saga. Not sure you would be happy very long. Look, I trust your judgment. Oh no. I guess we couldn't play around Reanimator anyway, which isn't too bad. It's not like we had crop open. I actually don't mind this start against a Reanimator deck. Grief's fine. We only have lands, which is nice. Animate dead. Interesting. Archon's probably the big card here that I'm a little bit afraid of. But being able to hold up Bojuka Bog is quite nice. Fivered last summer. Did you play Stoneforge Mystic? And if so, did you play Kaldra in your Dead Guide list? Yes and yes. Okay, yeah. Like the only cards I can think of are like Sudden Edict seems really strong. I'm not sure if it plays Saga, but I feel like with some versions of Dead Guy, you don't really want to be losing the land drops. A little bit like how D&T has moved away from the Saga plan. But yeah, Mark. Reanimate. Well, we will try. It's tough because with 17 life and 5 cards in hand, I assume they can just put another creature in the bin and reanimate another creature. Yeah, I think it was just Tim who top aided the Legacy on Reanimator. Archon's pretty good here. I don't actually think we have an out. We can draw into... Like, it has to be Caracas off the top. They know our hand, so... I guess I just wanted to put a Grief into play to get it into bin. Nice. Ley lines. I do like the Force of Vigor seeing the Animate Deads. I do like the Soul Guide, the Sudden Edicts, Loam's Shadow, Confidence, Ghost Quarter. I could see the Swamp coming out. I don't mind the trophy either. Pretty happy just to go down on one more land. Just a Saga. Yeah, Mark. I think, like, honestly, I think you'll play with Viling in the Thalia in response to Joe's Miracle Trigger on the Terminus. It's just one of those, like... It's just one of those games that will go down. This is a tough one because it does have turn 1, like, Thoughtseize, but that's it. We do have the Mox for it, but it's only one play. We do have Caracas for Grizzlebrand, but otherwise it's a little bit tough. I think I'm pretty happy to mulligan once for a Leyline. We don't find it, but we do have... We don't even have turn 1 Crop. Yeah. This says turn 1 Crop, but that's about it. There's a Leyline hand coming. We went to 4. Let's go to 3. Okay. Bottom Forest. I probably want to drop the Urborg and the Caracas and just keep double Thoughtseize. Oh, yeah. Reanimate, Exhume, Entomb. It's probably just the Ritual here. Ooh. I thought I'm gonna wait a turn to see if I draw a land. It's funny because they have 3 reanimation spells and Force of Vigor only hits Animate Dead. Okay. Yeah, I guess we get 1 token off this then. This is just tear? Yikes. Yeah, that is it, unfortunately. Tough. A 1/4. Which thankfully I don't usually get, but just wasn't really our league then. From 4-1 to 1/4, which is pretty funny. But yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I'm definitely cutting it off there. But yeah, I'm going to see who else is streaming. I'll probably be back on Sunday morning with something else, but a huge thank you to you guys for coming in and watching. It looks like Jarvis is playing, which is cool, and playing some Legacy, which is nice, so I'm going to send you guys over there. But a huge thank you once again to the new followers, the new subs. A big thank you. If you want to find me on YouTube, you can find me here. If you want to find me on Twitter, sorry, you can find me here. Enjoy your weekends. Have a great weekend. Mark, send me the list. 100% I'll play it. Big fan. So thanks guys, and I'll catch you next time.